Good morning, Holiday Hill family. Josh here in the youth room again for Throwback Thursday. And this may be hard to believe. We are now entering the back 25% of the year 2020. We are 3/4 of the way through this year. And one thing about 2020 that I think has been very unique is that it's a very memorable year, but it's also at the same time the year I think many people probably are going to want to forget. There was a lot of unexpected turns and tragedies and curveballs, things that no one in their mind could have prepared for. But yet here we are. And the good news is we're still here. We've made it this far. And usually when you go through tragedy, usually when you go through stress, if you're like me, humor is that thing you lean on. It's always good to laugh. At least you have something to laugh about. And one of the things that made me laugh really hard that I've seen a few times throughout the year is this post over my shoulder, and that is on New Year's Eve, at the stroke of midnight, let's all shout Jumanji, as if it's some terrible board game that needs to finally end. And I did some research in Jumanji, and here's what's really interesting. The original movie Jumanji, starring Robin Williams, came out in the 1990s, and as far back as the late 90s, a sequel was wanting to be made. It was actually going to involve the President of the United States getting sucked into the game, and an evil vice president, apparently going to be played by Steve Buscemi, was going to take over the country. Yeah, you probably wouldn't want to watch it either, or maybe you did, I don't know. But the whole thing just fell through. It didn't work out too well. And shortly after Robin Williams passes away, Sony makes the announcement that they're going to try to re-roll this thing. They're going to try to modernize Jumanji for a modern generation. And there was quite a bit of backlash behind that. This idea of a Jumanji movie, it's probably going to fail. It's going to be a huge flop. No one's going to like it. The timing of this is bad. It's going to be a terrible cash grab of a movie. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Kevin Hart, amongst others, and the dreamy Nick Jonas, I should mention, is one of the highest grossing movies ever. It made under $1 billion, and it beat Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire, as the highest domestic take-home that Sony ever had to date. It was very successful. And see, that's the thing about today, and that's my encouragement for you today. We're 3/4 through 2020, and it may have been brutal. It may have been marked with tragedy. It may have been marked with unexpected downturns. But we're not done with the year yet. And maybe something's on the horizon. Maybe good something can come of this. Take control of what you can control. Do what you can do. Use your talents and think outside the box. Maybe this back quarter of 2020 is what we all really need. God bless. Take care. Say Jumanji on New Year's Eve. Bye.